Michelangelo Buonarroti, dubbed Il Divino by his contemporaries, was a towering figure of the High Renaissance. But his drawings, sketches, studies, and preparatory works occasionally surface on the market, commanding staggering sums. Michelangelo's most expensive artworks, primarily his rare drawings, delving into why they fetch millions and what drives their value in today's art market. Rarity Factor. Michelangelo's monumental works are locked away in museums and churches, but his drawings are the true prizes for collectors. These are not finished pieces, but glimpses into his creative process. Anatomical studies, compositional sketches, and technical plans for sculptures or frescoes. Their scarcity is a key driver of their value. Michelangelo was notoriously protective of his work, reportedly burning many of his drawings to prevent others from copying his techniques or seeing his unfinished ideas. Scholars estimate only a few hundred authentic drawings survive, with many held in institutions like Casa Buonarroti in Florence or the Taylor's Museum in Harlem. This limited supply creates a frenzied demand among collectors, driving prices into the stratosphere. High-value drawings. Michelangelo drawings have also fetched significant sums or are valued highly by experts. One example is the diagram of a rectangular block of marble from the 1510s, a small technical sketch measuring just 1 4/5 by 2 3/5 inches. Believed to be a preparatory drawing for a sculpture, possibly for the tomb of Pope Julius II, this piece offers a rare glimpse into Michelangelo's planning process. Though its sale price remains undisclosed, experts estimate it would command millions if auctioned today due to its historical significance and rarity. Even prints and engravings tied to Michelangelo's work command attention. In 1984, two 16th-century engravings by Mario Cartaro, based on Michelangelo's Last Judgment, sold at Christie's for a sum equivalent to low millions in today's dollars. While not created by Michelangelo himself, these works highlight the enduring marketability of anything associated with his name. Collectors are drawn to the historical connection even for secondary pieces. What drives the sky-high prices? Several factors converge to make Michelangelo's drawings some of the most expensive artworks in the world. Michelangelo's works are not just art, they're milestones in Western civilization. His anatomical studies revolutionized how artists depicted the human form, while his emotional depth set new standards for expression. Collectors are buying a piece of the High Renaissance, a transformative era in art history, with only a few hundred drawings surviving, and most held by museums. The supply is minuscule. This scarcity creates a seller's market, where collectors and institutions compete fiercely for the few pieces that become available. As Il Divino, Michelangelo was a larger-than-life figure, a friend of the Medici, a rival to Leonardo da Vinci and Raphael, and a poet as well as an artist. His dramatic life story adds allure to his works. Collectors are drawn to the narrative of genius and conflict that surrounds him. Drawings from the 16th century are delicate. Those in pristine condition, like a study of a mourning woman, are exceptionally valuable. Faded, torn, or heavily restored pieces fetch less, as preservation is a critical factor in valuation. Comparing Michelangelo to his rivals. Michelangelo's market performance holds up well against other Renaissance giants, though he's not at the absolute pinnacle. Leonardo da Vinci's Salvator Mundi, a rare painting, sold for an astonishing $450.3 million in 2017, dwarfing Michelangelo's record. However, Leonardo's paintings are far rarer, with fewer than 20 known to exist, compared to Michelangelo's more numerous sculptures and frescoes. Raphael, Michelangelo's contemporary and rival, saw his drawing Head of a Muse sell for $47.7 million in 2009, outpacing Michelangelo's Mourning Woman. Still, Michelangelo's $21 million sale is formidable, placing him among the elite in the art market. The comparison highlights the unique dynamics of the Renaissance art market. Paintings, especially by Leonardo, command higher prices due to their scarcity and cultural cachet. Drawings, while less flashy, are valued for their intimacy and insight into the artist's process. Michelangelo's sketches, with their blend of technical brilliance and emotional power, hold their own against his peers. The challenge of valuing Michelangelo. Valuing Michelangelo's works is a complex endeavor. Auctions of his drawings are rare, often separated by years or decades, making it difficult to establish consistent market trends. His non-finito, unfinished works, like the captive sculptures in the Academia, add another layer of complexity. In the 16th century, unfinished works were sometimes seen as flaws. Today, they're celebrated for their raw, expressive quality, which complicates appraisals. Italy's strict cultural heritage laws further shape the market. Many of Michelangelo's drawings are designated as national treasures, restricting their export and keeping them in public collections. This regulatory environment limits the supply available to private collectors, driving up prices for the few pieces that can be legally sold. The interplay of rarity, regulation, and reputation creates a volatile but lucrative market. The future of Michelangelo's market. The $21 million sale of A Study of a Mourning Woman in 2024 signals a robust market for Michelangelo's works. As global wealth grows, collectors are increasingly eager to own a piece of Renaissance history, viewing these artworks as both investments and status symbols. However, the finite supply of authentic drawings means future sales could push prices even higher. Museums like the Metropolitan Museum of Art and the Getty continue to acquire Michelangelo's works for public display, reducing the pool available to private buyers. Buonarroti's drawings, though small in scale, carry immense cultural and financial weight. The $21 million sale of A Study of a Mourning Woman in 2024 underscores the market's appetite for his rare sketches, while works like Studies for the Libyan Sibyl and Diagram of a Rectangular Block of Marble reveal the depth of his genius. 5 centuries after his birth, Michelangelo's sketches remain timeless treasures, their worth measured not just in millions, but in their enduring power to inspire.